John Breech. Let's get you ready for Week 6. John, we'll start with probably the best matchup of the entire week. Bills at the Chiefs. Bills 2.5-point favorites. We just saw the Chiefs play last night. What's your pick here?
Well, I see we brought in a new host, which is awesome. I think that's going to bring me some good luck. This can only be for the best. My pick for the Chiefs-Bills game is, look, we all saw what happened last January. The Buffalo Bills were 13 seconds from getting to the AFC title game, but then Patrick Mahomes happened, drove him down, got the field goal, and long story short, the Bills lose. I feel like the Bills went into the offseason with one goal, and that was to build a team that could destroy the Kansas City Chiefs. We saw them sign Von Miller. They beefed up the pass rush. They want to get after Patrick Mahomes. They have probably the best roster in the NFL. And the Bills are unstoppable on both sides of the ball. They are the second highest scoring team. They've given up the fewest points. I think they are going to be out for blood in this game. And I actually think the Bills roll. 2.5 points, I can see them winning by a touchdown. So I'm going to take Buffalo to win and cover here.
All right, we got a big one there. Ravens at the Giants. Ravens 5-point favorites. The Giants, they went out to London. They got a dub last week over the Packers. Now they host Lamar Jackson. What are you seeing here?
5 is an interesting number because the Ravens probably should be 5-0 right now. We know they're 3-2, but obviously their 2 losses came in games where they blew leads of 17 points or more. That is ugly, but this is one of the best teams in the NFL, and one of the reasons for that is because Lamar Jackson is playing so well, and their offense is so difficult to stop, especially for NFC teams who only see Lamar Jackson once every 4 years. As a matter of fact, Lamar is 12-0, undefeated as a starter against NFC teams. He gets to face a Giants team that just played in London on Sunday. That means they skipped the bye. They flew back. They're not going to be well rested. They're still dealing with a few injuries. Daniel Jones is still a little banged up. I like the Ravens to cover the 5 here.
Bengals at the Saints. Bengals slight favorites from this one. Taysom Hill, he went off last week. I don't know. He's not a QB. He's not a whatever you want to call him, but he played well. Can he do it again to help New Orleans get the dub?
I think the Bengals will be ready for Taysom Hill. The Bengals will be ready for anything. This is the Andy Dalton revenge game. It's Joe Burrow's return to Louisiana. It's who dey versus who dat. I mean, this game is going to give us a little taste of everything on the table. You know, the Bengals have one of the top rushing defenses in the NFL. They're not even surrendering 100 yards per game. I think they can slow down Alvin Kamara. I think they can slow down Taysom Hill. They're used to these people who can run around. They slowed down, did a good job against Lamar Jackson in week 5. And so I think the Bengals can also score points on a Saints defense that we saw just give up 32 points in week 5. And as a 1.5-point favorite on the road, it's tough, but I think the Bengals can pull this out. I like them in this spot.
Yeah, that one seems like a very solid pick there. So this one, Cowboys at the Eagles. Eagles undefeated. We don't know who their starting quarterback in Dallas is going to be, but the Philly 5-point favorites. You're going the other way, though?
Yeah, well, here's the thing, is that I don't care if it's Cooper Rush or Dak Prescott, because that's not how the Cowboys are winning games right now. They are winning games with their defense. You look at how well that defense has played all season. They haven't surrendered more than 20 points all season. No team has even hit 20 points on them. And that includes the fact that the Cowboys have played Tom Brady, Joe Burrow. They played the defending Super Bowl champs in the Rams. No one has been able to hit the 20-point mark. And so that defense has been playing so well. If they can keep the Eagles around that and under 20 points, then I love the Cowboys' the chances to cover here. And, you know, since Cooper Rush has been the quarterback, they've been winning games 2 ways, by defense, and Cooper Rush hasn't been making many mistakes. I do think we'll see him out there this week for at least one more game. And so I absolutely think the Cowboys keep this close and within 5. So I like the Cowboys to cover here.
For you, is this more not faith in the Eagles, or you just like how the Cowboys defense is playing right now?
They are just on a roll. They're taking down everyone. And I don't think any team has scored more than 1 touchdown in any of the Cowboys games this year. So they have not given up multiple touchdowns. Love what the Cowboys defense is doing. So it is all about the Cowboys. I'm known as the Jerry Jones brief spot around these parts.
Chargers hosting the Broncos. Denver, they're struggling. Russell Wilson can't seem to really figure it out. Are we riding with Los Angeles in this one?
Yeah, I cannot touch the Broncos at all right now. I mean, not only are they the second lowest scoring team in the NFL, but now we're hearing that Russell Wilson's dealing with this shoulder injury, and they're going to throw him back out on the field. If he couldn't score when he was healthy, what are they going to do now that he is completely banged up? For me, I feel like if the Chargers can get to 24 points, this feels like a spot where they absolutely should be able to cover, considering the Broncos only score 15 points per game. And you look at what the Chargers do on offense, they've actually scored 24 points, at least 24 points, in 10 of their past 11 games. I think the Chargers can score. I do not think the Broncos can score. So I like the Chargers at home in prime time to cover the 5.5.
Yeah, it's all bad in Denver right now. We thank you very much, John, for breaking it down as we get ready for the picks of Week 6. Recapping John's plays for the week. What he really likes is that Bills and Chiefs take Kansas City at -2.5, despite not knowing if Cooper Rush or Dak this weekend will play. Still take the Cowboys.
I like it.
So that's how we break it all down for you there, John.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.